Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Mattel doll news to talk about. From the new Barbie Fantastical Realms fan-voted doll revealed, first look at next upcoming Buried Secrets Monster High wave, we have tons of leaks to go over. First look at new Disney Princess Transformation Sleeping Beauty doll. Apparently some Sculptor Alien pre-orders have also been cancelled. We have new K-pop Demon Hunter dolls photos and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, firstly, let's go over these very blurry pictures that apparently originated from a recent Mattel booth that they had at a exhibit? Some kind of fair happened that was like for business people. And that's where we got these very blurry pictures from, from these booths that Mattel provided for like Disney Descendants, Wicked, Barbie Dream Besties, Monster High. But of course, us normal people, this is all we have to go on. Just these blurry pictures shared by Seeing Mount. Okay, the first most interesting picture that I can see here is from the Wicked booth where they showcased two of the new dolls. The bottom doll is of the Glinda Evergreen version of her pink dress. And then we have the top doll, which is Elphaba, in her Oztacular doll, which is basically like a color changing feature. We also have like a new stock photo of the Glinda doll in this little line where, apparently the color changing feature is for Glinda's doll, it's the butterflies that change color. For Elfie, it's her nails that change color. Apparently, again, I don't know, but there's definitely some kind of like color changing gimmick here with these two dolls. Again, these are the new Oztacular and Evergreen dolls that should be coming sometime this year. I don't think we're getting any other Wicked dolls playline. I think, that's pretty much it, right? Because the movies have finished and they've come out and the merch is gonna slowly stop. So yeah. Then we, like I mentioned, did have a little picture here of some kind of design for the upcoming new Disney Descendants movie. But again, it's like just a picture of a card, not really a doll. So I don't really know what to make of it. At least we did have some dolls on this picture. These are the technically first looks at the new Barbie Dream Besties World Adventure dolls, where we have all the four girls are included here. I guess they're going on, again, some kind of like world adventure. Ooh. And in this picture specifically, we can kind of see Teresa and Brooklyn, but what they're wearing, what they look like, I mean, we don't really know. This is basically just big pixels. For the Monster High booth, they showcased a larger scale looking closet that was actually like a fan one item at last year's Mattel Creations Revealed event. That's a cool prop, I guess, for this booth that they had. And but dolls wise, they had nothing. The only doll that we did get leaked here was actually the Core Refresh Wave 2 Claudine doll, so that's kind of ironic. Now, moving on, user Doll Junk actually was able to kind of attain the lower half of the new body that's probably going to be used for the Beetlejuice 2-pack coming up soon. This is, of course, apparently the body sculpt that they're using for the Magician's Assistant from the first Beetlejuice movie, and I was curious to see if this lower half would be able to attach to the upper half from Corazon Mariquite, because they both have kind of like similar features where the middle of the body is kind of like separate. But in fact, these are two different sculpts altogether. So now we know for sure that this is going to be a brand new sculpt that they're going to be doing for the Magician's Assistant. So very interesting indeed, as you can see that they're, just completely different body sculpts. Next up, we finally have a first legit white background stock photo for G3 Rebecca, because previously we only really had two pictures of this doll, one in her packaging and one where a child was posing her. But now we have the first white background picture of this doll. So safe to say that the rollout for this G3 Rebecca is happening slowly but surely. US fans, I think, are able to find her pretty much easily, no problem, in stores and online. But it's European fans who have to still wait a little bit for this doll. I have seen listings for Smith's Toys and Amazon websites, but she is not available yet. She's just not in stock. So it's kind of ironic how Skelita is available for us here in Europe, but in the US she's not available. but it's the other way around for Rebecca. So I don't know. These releases are so messy. It's like, why? Why? I don't know. Next, we have a first look at the new Funko Pop style looking figurines, Pix, I believe they're called. I've never heard of these, but they're kind of like in that style of like old animation, like Rubber Hose cartoons, you know, Betty Boop, that kind of vibe. So yeah, it's kind of fun. These are fun, but why only 2 characters? I mean, Draculaura, I get, because it's always gonna be, if there's ever gonna be like licensed merch of any Monster High character, it's Draculaura, so we're not surprised. But why is the second character Laguna? And why only 2 characters? Why are there only 2 characters? Like, that's kind of weird. This could have been like a full-on collection. You know, at least 6 characters, 5, 4. You know, but no, just 2? It, like, what? Why? Also, Laguna is the rare variant. Apparently, she's the rare variant, and Draculaura is the common. I feel like Draculaura should have been the rare because she's more popular, right? So I don't know. This is weird, but they look fun. Next, we have a first look at the next wave of Buried Secrets, wave of 5, called Concert Lurks, including Draculaura, Spectra, Cleo, and Frankie. I do think it looks like Twyla, but it apparently is supposed to be Frankie. So that is supposed to be Frankie, the one with the purple hair or blue hair. It's Frankie, not Twyla, even though it looks like Twyla. But yeah, this is Spectra's second ever doll, so that's exciting. Draculaura's here, which is not surprising. But Cleo and Frankie, that's really fun. So this is again Concert Lurks. The picture is a picture of a picture on a laptop, so obviously not really great quality, but this does give us kind of like a good first impression of the designs, and they look cute, they look good. People were saying that this is AI. This is like AI generated or fake. I don't know. I think from what I talked to like someone, and they were like, no, this is legit. So I think this is real. This certainly looks real. If it was AI, I think you would be able to tell, because usually AI, it looks kind of like too clean, you know, it looks kind of fakeish. You're able to kind of tell. But this looks like previous leaks that we've had, you know, previously. So it looks like things we've seen before. So this is very much on par to like what we've been getting recently. So I think this is real. If it's not real, then wow, I've been fooled. But I do think it's real. Like, I'm pretty sure, like 99% it's real. Next, apparently some orders of the pre-order for the Collector Alien doll have been getting canceled by Mattel Creations, so that is concerning. I've now seen 2 accounts share this to their stories. So yeah, this is very worrying. I'm not sure why, if there's a cause for this, if it's random, or like if all of them are getting canceled. Let me know if you had your very own pre-order of this Collector. Has it been canceled, or is it still safe? Because this is, yeah, like, what? I don't know why. Next up, we have a new Disney Princess Aurora transformation doll. So this is a good old pink to blue gimmick doll that we've had. We've had plenty of these kind of in the past. Mattel loves doing these kind of like dress turning gimmicks. But even in the past, when they've done these, they're usually better. This one is kind of lazy. Like, the top doesn't even change color. It just glows a different color, like pink or blue, but the sleeves are pink. Like, the sleeves don't change color. They always stay pink, and so does the little triangular looking, waist piece. Like, the entire top is basically always pink, even if the middle portion lights up blue. Like, it's still pink. So it's like, you're not fooling anyone. And to make matters worse, even though the bottom piece is fabric, it's a fabric skirt, yay, the gimmick is it turns around. So even then, even though it does, turn around the skirt, and on the front you have blue or pink, on the back you're always going to have the other color showing. So it's not really a full transformation doll, because you're always going to be able to see the other color showing through, because the back of the skirt is always going to be the opposite color. The top is always going to have the pink. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's not really well executed. Like, as a gimmick doll, as far as gimmick dolls goes, this fails at the gimmick. It's not accurately doing it, It's not doing a full-on purple, full-on blue dress it's really mostly just a pink dress that it pulls off because most of it is pink to begin with. So, yeah, I don't know why this got me a little worked up. I guess just because Mattel, you know, in the past, they've been able to do amazing gimmick dress transformation dolls, you know, like with the Barbie movie dolls that they used to come out with Disney princess, you know, dress revealing dolls. So many of them were good. They were good. And now we get this. Half of this doll is not even like, it's all plastic. The skirt is the only fabric piece. I would have rather we scrapped the light up gimmick, because I don't need the light up gimmick. You know, I don't need it to light up to be wowed. I would have much preferred if they had rather invested into making this a full-on fabric dress and somehow made it so that they can reverse the dress to pink or blue, you know, from pink to blue. Because again, they've done it before. It's doable. But here they chose the light up gimmick over, you know, giving her a full-on fabric dress and doing it accurately. So yeah, I mean, the face is gorgeous, you know, the hair is probably good enough. But yeah, it feels lazy. It really feels lazy. And it sucks because we know they can do better than this. Moving on, we have a new Barbie 2026 Beach 2-pack. Now, apparently this new 2-pack is actually based on a vintage 2-pack that Barbie had with Ken. And I can see the resemblance in the patterns and color schemes. Yeah, I kind of like this concept that they're doing where it's like, you know, modernized versions of like vintage Barbie dolls, even though that just kind of like ends up with us longing for those days instead of these new dolls because they just don't look as good. But the swimsuit is nice for her. It's cute, you know, it's not bad. The face is cute. The high ponytail is nice. Ken looks fun. You know, the prints are nice. I think the colors are good. But overall, I wish they had articulation, you know, even just like elbow joints or knees, you know, bending at the knees and elbows. I guess technically speaking, this is accurate to the, you know, vintage Barbie dolls because those also did not bend at the elbows or knees, but at least those had the bend and snap knees, right? So that's something better than nothing. Moving on, yes, we finally have the kind of like first teaser look officially at the upcoming Kylie Minogue inspired Barbie signature doll, officially releasing on Mattel Creations and Amazon on February 12th, I believe. So next week. That's very soon. And we've had leaks of her. She was found in person in a store, so we know what she looks like. And she does not look as good as the one-of-a-kind version, of course, but we expected, of course, that to be the case because the one-of-a-kind version had the fabric boots and she had like the gorgeous face up, and now we get this version of the doll and she just does not look as good. I don't even know if she really resembles Kylie Minogue. She kind of just looks generic, you know. Weird, not sure, but she's very red, so she's fun. The pricing is $60. Really? $60 US for this? It doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth. But good news is that obviously, like I mentioned, she's going to be available also on Amazon, and so as we know, that will hopefully down the line lead to sales on this doll because she really, 60 is just a lot. I don't know if I'm going to get her. I'm not even really a huge Kylie Minogue fan. I mean, I know a couple of her songs, obviously bops, love it. But like, do I need a doll that looks vaguely like her at this quality and at that price point immediately? You know, like, do I need her immediately in my life? Like, I don't know. It depends on what her pricing will be for European fans, because if she costs like 80 euros or something, girl, seriously? It's bizarre. It's becoming bizarre. Okay, these prices are becoming ridiculous. Okay, and speaking of ridiculous prices, here we have the full reveal of the new Barbie Fantastical Realms goddess doll. She was if you remember, she was the design that was voted upon by us Barbie Club members. So this was the fan voted doll by Angel Kent, designed by him, and now she's been revealed, and now she's available on Mattel Creations for guess the pricing. It's $101 not $10, 100 US dollars. Can you imagine? $10? Oh my god. We'd be having such a different conversation, but of course that would never happen. Even in the golden days of Barbie, 90s and 2000s, we would never get this kind of quality for $10, but I'm, it's, 100 US dollars. It's a lot for this doll. And just, Angel Kent, so talented. He's so talented. He does amazing work. Gala collection, his mermaid dolls, his one-of-a-kind dolls, his, special dolls that he's had for the, for the convention, right? So he's had a lot of stuff come out, and, he's always doing great work. But the pricing here is really where he got, let down by Mattel. Because he did his job. He did what he could. I bet you he did as much as he could to make this doll really pretty and designing her really well. But really where it falters is the price point. The high reps really are what messed us up. Because if this doll was like $50 US, wow, that would be amazing. $50, girl, that would be amazing quality. But for 100 doll hairs, not including shipping or tax or anything in between, we're talking a different game now. You see, now the great quality that would have been for $50, that kind of great quality now looks like, subpar quality. Now it looks like decent, good enough, I guess. But it doesn't give the same feeling. Now, of course, whatever you do with your money is your own thing, right? Like, I can't tell you. No one can tell you how to spend your money. We're all, with our money, that's how we speak. That's how we show our voices. It's with our money, with how we buy things, what we buy, what we do with, with these decisions. Like, that's how we show companies what we like and what we don't like. So, it depends. Like, if she does well, Mattel will not listen. They will not see this as a problem, the pricing. But hopefully, with perhaps less people buying her, which sucks because, again, I want Angel Kent to, keep doing well. But at the same time, we need to show Mattel that, this is not good. The design, again, amazing. But, the pricing is not good. Okay, we need to show Mattel that this is, not good pricing. This is not good. It's not fair to fans to ask for such a high price when what you're getting is really, again, decent. For 50 would be amazing, but for 100 is not enough. You know what I mean? The packaging looks nice. The quality looks nice. The stand, I bet you, is probably a very basic stand. She has no accessories. Just a couple of a belt, earrings, necklace, the headpiece, that's jewelry, that's fun, but that's electroplated. That's not real metal. That's not, obviously that's just plastic. So I guess the embroidery is where the budget went, right? The embroidery on her dress, on the top, which, yes, the top is removable, which is commendable. Yay, great. That's nice, at least. But I'd be lying if the overall feel of this doll is not that of a 100 US dollar, priced doll. It's just not that level. The sleeves, the way they drape is so stiff. It's so stiff. You can see, you can imagine the texture. It's probably soft enough, but it's not soft enough, to warrant the pricing. Especially when you compare to the design, the artwork, the sleeves and the artwork look so drapey and so flowy. They're really long. On the doll, the sleeves are just long enough to kind of look similar to the artwork, but they're not long enough. You know what I mean? It's not enough. It's just enough, but not good enough. So you can tell, even though there's embroidery, there's electroplated jewelry, what else? Like, there's nothing else. I mean, just like, I don't see where the budget went. Like, where did it go for $100 US? Even the packaging, like, it's not like I can tell you like the packaging is where the budget went, because the packaging is subpar. It's a rectangle. There's nothing special about it. Again, to be fair, these are prototypes, you know, who knows what the final result looks like. By the way, pixelation, I know we can see pixelation here on these pictures, but that's because this is a prototype version. On the final version, Angel Kent himself clarified that on the final production version, there should not be pixelation. So, you know, thank God that at least the face will look clear on the final version. So, but yeah, going back to the pricing, and like, it's just not giving. The sleeves, again, not drapey enough. They feel angular. They feel sharp. They're not soft enough. They don't have that round edge. And just design-wise, like, something got lost. This just feels like, oh, you know, like that meme, like what I ordered and what arrived. You know, like, this feels like that realized, because this really feels like a lesser version of what could have been. Again, great doll for $50. For $100, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need better from you, Mattel. Okay? Again, Angel, great job. This is not his fault. This is Mattel's fault. We all know this. They are greedy. They are penny clinchers. They just, you know, want to take us for all we're worth, and they think we're not gonna do anything against it. But, you know, think again, because I bet you that she will not do as well because of the pricing. I voted, I put up polls on my Instagram story 2 times, and both times, guess what the results were? People were voting no, they're not going to buy this doll. They would buy this doll if she was cheaper. So that's really the final consensus, the final verdict, which is that she's a great doll, but not for $100. If she was half the price, like at $50 US, which I do think Mattel could have priced her around that price range. Maybe not 50, but like 60? I think so. I think they could have done that, you know, because she's not an IP. This is Barbie. It's an original idea, theme, you know, it's not like a Disney princess license thing. It's not like a fashion house brand. No, this is just Barbie in a theme, you know? So there's no outward cost, right? Could have been easily priced 50, 60. I don't think it had to be $100. So yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just yapping so much, but it's because this is just so clearly wrong. The pricing is so clearly wrong. And it's what's really messed us up. I would have liked to get her if she was 50, you know, but 100, I just feel like 100 is so much, you know? I don't know. I mean, do you like her? What do you think? Are you getting her? I want to know genuinely, like, if you're gonna buy her, why? Like, what are your justifications? Because believe me, I am trying to justify buying this doll. Okay, I'm trying real hard to be like, no, but I need her. I'm really trying to get FOMO right now because, like, I want to get her. I do. But the pricing, that disparity between the pricing and what you're actually getting here is just too big. And it's like, I don't know if I can make it work. I don't know if I can justify buying this doll. Like, just, you know, I'd be buying her because she has a pretty face. But, like, is her face pretty enough for $100? I don't know. I don't know. It's just, it's a tough position because I want to support Angel Kent, but I don't want to support Mattel's greedy, you know, like this routine that they've been accustomed to, pricing things too high. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable doing this every time. The price is too high for what you're getting. And I can't anymore. It's too much. Okay, I really just ranted for like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry, but hey, if you're still watching, you're a real one. You're a real one. Yeah, you go, girl. You just listen to me yap for 10 minutes talking about the same stuff because it's just so ridiculous. Mattel, look what you made me do, Mattel. Anyway, here's a recap of this month's Mattel Creations drops for Barbie, Monster High, and Polly Pocket. If anyone cares for Polly Pocket, that's the Bridgerton collaboration compact. It's gonna be so cute. But basically for the Barbie releases of Mattel Creations, 2 of those will be, yes, one of them Kylie Minogue, as we know. The other one should be the Miley Cyrus Barbie doll. Then the other 2, I believe, will be, one of them will be the you create Barbie kits, the $100 ones that will include 3 full-on bodies and head sculpts. So those are 2 kits separately, 100 each probably. And then the last thing apparently to be released this month on Mattel Creations Barbie is the Barbie Basics, so the 5 individually sold dolls. So yeah, that's apparently what's coming. And for Monster High, I don't know what Monster High is releasing this month. That's still a mystery. We don't know what that's gonna be. And lastly, yes, we have a couple of updates and new stock photos of the KPop Demon Hunter core dolls, new singing dolls, and of course the deluxe Rumi doll. And we also have a bit of insight by the designer himself, Mark Jonathan. Yes, he was the designer, lead designer on these dolls. Well, not all of them. The singing dolls were not done by him, but the rest, yes, were done by him, I believe. So he was so kind. I was able to talk to him a little bit on Instagram. He corrected my story where he clarified the pricing for these dolls, because initially we were not sure like what they were going to be, like how much, and I was just like, oh my god, they're going to be like 50. He was like, no, don't worry. He was, like very kindly reassured me like, it's going to be like $25 US. Yeah. And he kind of even gave me a little bit of a time frame in between of like when they might be coming out. Again, these are all this information is subject to change, and also of course wherever you live, but apparently they're supposed to be coming out between summer and fall, and the pricing again is different. It's going to be different wherever you are based. But yeah, just amazing details. I'm so glad that he was able to design these dolls. Again, not the singing ones, not by him, but the rest, yes, by him. Mira with the fabric boots for $25.99 or $26, whatever. Less than $30 is amazing for fabric boots. Like, thank you very much, Mark Jonathan. We have Zoe, super cute bags, baggy pants. Although I do think for Zoe, perhaps she's like the least interesting one, just because the details are all printed on her outfit, but still adorable face. Love how great and tidy her hair came out. And Rumi, loved the jacket, the different fabrics used, the boots, all the weapons came out so good. And Jinu, amazing. Apparently Jinu, it has been confirmed that he will be coming with an extra hand, so you can like pose it differently. So one of his hands will be shaped in like a heart, like he's doing like the heart shape symbol. So that's so cute. And you can also use it to make it look like he's opening a can. So I mean, just come on, give it up to Mark Jonathan, because he really did that. He really told Mattel, give this boy doll 2 hands, please. Thank you. Next, like yes, I mean, it's just like honestly amazing. And again, also $26 for Jinu. It's like, and again, 2 hands, you can switch them around. That's like unheard of. We never get that kind of like extra detail. Usually it's just like one set of hands and that's it. The most recent other comparable release I can think of is like the Monster High G3 Fearbook Venus doll that had the extra set of hands that were like gloved versions. But here it's like just 1 extra hand for Jinu. I believe his left hand that is interchangeable. So yeah. Anyway, it's amazing. Love how he came out. Obviously, they're all amazing, and they're gonna be coming out soon. Again, between summer and fall. And again, just huge props to Mark Jonathan for being such a good designer and for being able to work on this project. Like, what? He must be feeling so good right now. And that does it for today's Mattel doll news, but I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, type this video cuties, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to. Of course, no pressure to support a channel, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.